Hey everyone, Zephyr here, and today for Steam War Vapor we've got It's a Wipe! A game that strives very hard not to take itself seriously. The whole concept is, well, you're supposed to be managing a guild and running raids without actually playing with anybody else. How it actually comes out is very much like old school RPGs. Turn-based, battle screen. Yeah, I'll show you what all it looks like. But it's very simple. It's actually really easy to get in and play. I was concerned that it would be complicated, but it's really not. And I will show you what I mean. This is the guild screen. Oops. I hit save rather than load. Alright, which means I have to transfer them all. Oh wait, never mind. All button. This is my guild. They auto-name everybody except for the first person, the person that you create. And you set whatever class, well, you set whatever class you want to be, and then they have their own little class, and you can assign their role. If you've played, well, World of Warcraft comes to mind, or probably some of the other main big raiding games, you'll understand a lot of what's going on and what they're making fun of here. And it actually works really well. So we'll go ahead and confirm those roles. All of the default stuff is pretty much self-explanatory, and it works just fine. And primary tank, most injured tank, oh, medic, most injured tank, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Yep, there's only one enemy currently, so DPS goes to there. All of the rows are correct, and we're set to go. Axe Orc. This is all that you can do. This is the only thing you have control over during battle. You set one thing, like that one. You can tell them to heal one person, and then that'll be it. Everybody else will act however they normally do, which is what Stick with the Plan does. Everybody acts just as they're supposed to. So it makes it very simple. There's just nothing that you can really get confused on. And I set it to go, and now I sit here and watch. But my guy is a bard, and yeah, if you watch it in the upper left there, it goes by pretty quick. So I couldn't even attempt to say everything that's happening as it's happening. But essentially, the mage's casting spells, the DPS is attacking, the tank. Well, the tank's attacked too, but they don't really do much of anything. They also don't have to worry about aggroing. The enemy just automatically goes after the tank. And the bards sing a song, and whatever that song does, it does. Stick with the plan. And this is what keeps going. It's interesting, but it's definitely slow. If you don't like our old turn-based RPGs, you'll probably be hard-pressed to get into this one unless, you know, the humor just really attracts you. Which is all that it's really here for. It's not made by parody games for nothing. It is definitely a parody. And while it's kind of fun, you can tell that it's very basic. It could definitely benefit from some updated graphics, maybe animations. See, I'm just gonna keep letting them do what they're doing because they're doing just damn fine at it. But it could really be a fun game. I'm not sure if it looks this way because they intentionally wanted it to, or if it's, you know, a budgeting issue. They're an indie company after all. But yeah, I would like to see it updated. It's kind of fun. It kind of feels like a Flash game right now, just because it is very cutout-like. I'm not really sure how else to call it. Nothing really animates, which isn't, you know, something that has to do with Flash, so that's kind of beside the point. But it just looks like a picture that you stick other pictures on top of. Fun little game, though. I mean, I guess I should say interesting little game. It's interesting, it can be enjoyable. So it really depends on what the definition of fun is for you. And it does take a while. I don't have anything bigger yet. Oh, after this battle, though, you get the choice to either go back to town or continue with the raid. Oh, there is actually a lot more that I need to go through. They give personalities to each of the characters, and it's stuff like hardcore raider or demands a lot of attention, loves loot, and in accordance with that, everybody has a morale that goes up or down depending on how you deal with them, and presumably how you deal with the entire guild. But like if you give somebody a piece of loot, their morale goes up. Somebody else that could also have used it that didn't get it, their morale goes down. And, you know, if they run out of morale, possibly even before they hit 0, I'm not really sure. But, you know, they may leave the guild. And then you just have to recruit somebody new that doesn't have all this gear. Oh, they're not healing Carlanus there. I'll have to have them focus on... Never mind, Orc's dead. This will give me a chance to see, though, do you recover your, like, health and everything after the mission's over? After the raid is over, the enemy's over. Alright, this is the piece of loot we got. Small axe, 15 DPS, 5 AP, armor points maybe, and a gear score. It is, which means it's best served for the rogue here. See, rogue morale went up, and the others went down. Dark Assassin didn't even care, probably because he already has it. So the AI is actually pretty decent in this. Oh, only one person can use that, so... Current item, yep, it's definitely better. Morale up. And an orcish toothpick. Wow, even better than the... Oh, they dual wield. That makes sense. We'll give it to him. And Dark Assassin's morale went down. Continue to the next fight. Confirm rolls, that's fine. There's 2 enemies in this one. No, I need to make Carlanus the primary tank. Confirm tanks. Wait. So you set them up individually. Oh yeah, Axe Orc and Axe Orc 1. Confirm tank. Oh, okay. It automatically switches though too, so not a problem. We're gonna go with most injured tank. And... yeah, let's just have them focus on one at a time. Especially since I can't see Carlanus' health yet. All the rows are fine. Yes, he does get his health back. Double the trouble. Stick with the plan. I mean, I already designated them to focus on one guy, so... oh, good. Boost melee. Buff for heals, buff for spell damage, increases spell damage. Problem is... oh, hey, I told you to focus, you little bastard. Okay, so they clearly do not always follow what you say. Also, they are known to skip a turn by, you know, conversing or going to the bathroom or something. I suppose that's just like a real raid would be, except people that I know would, like, hang people for doing that during a raid. But that's, you know, that's what happens. How much health does he have? I can't see underneath confirm raid command, though. Not helpful. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see what happens. His alt tab to browse the internet. See, that's what I mean. I just lost a song. But they're trying to... well, no, they can't really say they're trying to get the point across, because I'm not sure that they really care about the point. Again, it's a parody. It's all for fun. And Medic, would you please heal Carlanus before he dies? There we go. Wait, what? It said he began casting and he stopped casting. Oh, for God's sakes, Carlanus is gonna die. Well, maybe you'll get to see the It's a Wipe screen come up. Blue potion? You guys are not low on mana, so... for the most part, they do stuff intelligently. However, they can also do stuff very stupidly. Which, again, it's really hard to say if that's intentional or not. Orc needs to die, though. There we go. Gotta heal off. However, both of my tanks are fairly damaged at the moment. Keep the tanks up. We'll try that. I'm not really sure how that's different from having them do whatever they do, because they're supposed to be healing the tanks, or from saying, oh my god, heal. But we might see a difference. Ooh, Sir Killslot is going to die at this rate. And if you notice their hit points, if the tanks die, everybody dies. Oh, one orc down. Because the tanks are the only ones with any hit points worth a damn at all. However, we should be alright. With only one orc left, and I still have both my tanks. You also notice you have different classes. You can choose them. Well, when you go in to recruit new guild members, there's 3 of each type of class. And you know, you can pick whoever you want. The tanks are the warriors, rogues are the main melee DPS, bards sing the songs and also attack in melee, mages hit everybody with a little magic spell damage, wizards hit everybody with, or hit one enemy with lots of spell damage, the clerics use single healing magic, and the druids use multi-healing magic. Magic that slightly heals all the raid. I rather like the bard songs though, they've been proving pretty useful. I mean, okay, occasionally they get the ones that increase my accuracy or whatever, which really, I have yet to miss, I think, so that doesn't do a whole lot for me. But I love it when they increase magic or melee damage, because you can never really tell when your mages and wizards are going to cast spells. A lot of times they'll cast like a slow nuke or something and it takes like 3 or 4 turns to get off. But your rogues, your melee, always attacks. Sir Killslot's cat has taken over the keyboard. Melee damage up. And then of course the bards can also just heal the raid for a little bit or restore a little bit of magic to the raid. And this orc is just about toast. And I didn't mean that to be a pun, considering he just got burned right after that. But it worked. And my raid's health are going back up, slowly. You could really benefit from a second single target healer from the looks of it. Because the little druid heal is just not enough. And honestly, I don't know, maybe it's different later on, but right now the enemies just take one swing at one enemy, which does a lot of damage, and the tanks live through it, everybody else would die from it. So, healing the raid for a little bit is not all that useful. Chipped sword, surprisingly still useful. I'll give it to rock and roll since, you know, I am myself. I don't have to worry about my own morale, which is nice. Alright, another bit of loot that only one person can use. Cracked runic staff. We'll give it to Burninator. Magic Man makes a sad face at not getting the upgrade. He's probably one of those that loves loot. Mossy leather armor. Alright, I think that's about it though. I have no idea what the next fight would be, so... But see, you can view your guild members, and they've got morale there. And I can't see my personality. Oh, there we go. Oh, mood needs a break from raiding. Needs a break from raiding. Alright, it looks like it's time for me to take a night off. Well, some of them need a break, and some of them are fine. You start with 5 people, actually. You start with yourself and the main 4. So they've been through one more fight than everybody else has, which is probably why they need a break. Well, I've never done it before. Let's take the night off and see what happens. Morale up. Nobody lost any morale. Also, you're essentially in the running for guild score. The average gear score of your guild. Guild ranking, that kind of thing. It's just one thing to aim for, and it's what all these games focus around, so they had to include it in the parody. You can buy items with your guild gold. Awesome badge. Too bad it doesn't display in your character. I don't even know what all these do. They probably just raise morale. Spend the day chatting with, probably if you just need to raise somebody's morale. Well, let's see here. Sir Killslot is low on morale, so let's talk to him. Raised his morale by 4, dropped everybody else's morale by 1 or 2, except for a couple of them. So yeah, everything you do is a morale choice, basically. Whether you raid or not raid, talk to somebody, buy items, give people items, you piss people off or make them happy, which is pretty similar to a raiding guild. Hopefully, there's a way that really takes offense to this because they're in raiding guilds. It's all meant in good fun, and we all know what happens. Even if we enjoy raiding guilds, you still all know that personalities conflict, and there are people like, well, there's every type of person everywhere. There's nothing you can do about it. But that is it for It's a Wipe. Fun little game on Greenlight. Check it out for yourself. There's a demo, obviously, that you can try out and see if you like it. And if you do like it, help them out on Greenlight and get it on Steam. Anyway, I will catch you all later. Take care and see ya. See ya.